Imagine training to be a CIA operative. You're thrown into high-pressure scenarios. You must absorb tons of information rapidly. Your life depends on it. CIA training includes mastering speed learning. These techniques aren't just for spies. Anyone can use them to learn anything faster and more efficiently. In this age of information overload, we're bombarded with data from all sides. Mastering speed learning is no longer a luxury, it's a necessity. By unlocking the secrets of CIA training, you too can gain a competitive edge in your personal and professional life. In today's fast-paced world, information is power. However, information is useless if you can't remember it. Speed learning techniques empower you to learn, retain, and recall information quickly and efficiently. This means you can absorb new skills faster, stay ahead of the curve in your field, and make better decisions with readily available information. Speed learning is about working smarter, not harder. It's about maximizing your brain's potential to learn and grow. Ever wonder how spies memorize long strings of numbers or complex instructions? They use a technique called chunking. Chunking is breaking down large amounts of information into smaller, more manageable chunks. Our brains find it easier to remember smaller bits of information. Think of phone numbers. We don't memorize them as 10 random digits, but rather as 3 chunks: area code, exchange, and line number. Apply this to learning anything new. Break down a chapter into key concepts, a presentation into main points, or a foreign language vocabulary list into smaller groups. Section 4. Visualization, painting your memory palace. Visualization is a powerful tool used by memory champions and, you guessed it, spies. It involves creating mental images to represent the information you want to remember. The memory palace technique is a popular visualization method. Imagine a familiar place like your home. Associate each piece of information you need to remember with a specific location within your palace. For example, if you're memorizing a speech, you might place the opening lines by the front door, the key points in different rooms, and the conclusion in the backyard. This method leverages the brain's natural ability to remember spatial relationships, making it easier to recall information when needed. To make your memory palace even more effective, add vivid details and emotions to your mental images. The more unique and emotional the images, the better your brain will remember them. For instance, if you need to remember a list of groceries, imagine a giant loaf of bread sitting on your couch, or a river of milk flowing through your kitchen. These exaggerated and humorous images will stick in your mind much more effectively than plain, boring ones. Practice walking through your memory palace regularly to reinforce the connections and make the information stick. Over time, you'll find that you can recall vast amounts of information with ease, all thanks to the power of visualization and your very own memory palace. Section 5. Mnemonic devices, your secret weapon for recall. Mnemonic devices are memory aids that help you encode and retrieve information. They are incredibly versatile and can be tailored to fit any type of information you need to remember. Whether you're a student trying to memorize historical dates, a professional needing to recall complex procedures, or just someone who wants to remember a grocery list, mnemonic devices can be your best friend. They can be acronyms, rhymes, songs, or any other creative association you can make. The key is to make the information as vivid and engaging as possible. For instance, turning a list of items into a silly song can make it much easier to recall. The more unique and personal the mnemonic, the better it will stick in your memory. One common mnemonic device is the acronym. Acronyms take the first letter of each word in a list and form a new word or phrase. This can simplify complex information into something much more manageable. Remember Roy GBV for the colors of the rainbow? That's a mnemonic device. Each letter stands for a color: red, orange, yellow, green, blue, indigo, and violet. This simple acronym helps people recall the sequence of colors effortlessly. Spies might use acronyms to remember code names, mission objectives, or important dates. In high-stakes situations, having a quick and reliable way to recall critical information can be a lifesaver. Another effective mnemonic device is rhyming. Rhymes are particularly useful because they create a rhythm and pattern that our brains find easier to remember. Think of the classic childhood rhyme. In 1492, Columbus sailed the ocean blue. This simple rhyme helps students remember the year Christopher Columbus made his famous voyage. Rhymes create a memorable and catchy way to remember facts and figures. They can turn dry, boring information into something fun and engaging, making it much easier to recall when needed. So the next time you need to remember something important, try creating a rhyme or acronym. You might be surprised at how effective these simple tools can be. Section 6. Unleash your inner spy, start speed learning today. These speed learning techniques are not magic, they're skills. Skills that anyone can develop with the right mindset and dedication. Imagine being able to absorb information at lightning speed, just like a spy gathering crucial intel. The key lies in understanding and applying these techniques effectively. Like any skill, they require practice and consistency. It's not about cramming information, but about creating a sustainable learning habit. Think of it as training your brain to become more efficient and agile. The more you practice, the better you get. Start by incorporating one technique at a time into your learning routine. Whether it's using flashcards, highlighting key points, or summarizing information in your own words, each method has its own unique benefits. As you become more comfortable, experiment with combining different methods. Mix and match to see what works best for you. Maybe you'll find that a combination of visual aids and repetitive practice helps you retain information more effectively. Remember, the goal is to find what works best for you. Everyone's brain is different, and what works for one person might not work for another. Be patient with yourself and give yourself the freedom to explore different techniques. There's no right or wrong way to speed learn, as long as you're actively engaging with the information and making it meaningful to your brain. The more you engage with the material, the more likely you are to remember it. So, unleash your inner spy, embrace these powerful techniques, and unlock your limitless learning potential. With dedication and the right approach, you can transform your learning experience and achieve your goals faster than you ever thought possible. Start today and see the difference for yourself.